If you are over 70 and can still do these 8 things, you are a rare gem and destined to live to 100. Have you ever thought that if you can still do certain things after 70, it could be the clearest sign you'll reach 100? It might seem like simple abilities, walking with energy, sleeping deeply, remembering details, but each of these everyday actions is actually a powerful sign of vitality. They prove that your body, mind, and spirit are working at a level far above average. And when combined, they often point to something extraordinary, the possibility of living a longer, healthier life, even into your 90s or 100s. In this video, we're diving into 8 things that reveal you are a rare gem among seniors if you can still do them after 70. From walking briskly without stopping to keeping your memory and social life strong. Each sign is a marker that sets you apart in ways you may not have noticed before. Stay tuned until the end, because you'll discover how these 8 signs not only prove your rare strength but might just change the way you see yourself. By the time you finish this video, you'll not only know whether you have these abilities but also realize how much they reveal about your future. Now, let's get started. Sign 1. Walking briskly without frequent rest. One of the clearest signs that you're not just aging but thriving is the ability to walk briskly without having to stop and catch your breath every few minutes. At over 70, this simple act is far more than just movement. It is a direct reflection of how strong your heart, lungs, and circulation still are. When you can keep a steady pace, it shows that your cardiovascular system is pumping efficiently, sending oxygen through your body the way it did decades earlier. This endurance is not common among seniors, and it places you in a category of people whose bodies are still functioning with remarkable strength. Think about Richard, a 76-year-old who enjoys taking his dog on long walks through his neighborhood. Many of his friends have slowed down, needing to sit after just a few blocks. But Richard keeps a steady pace, greeting neighbors along the way. His ability to walk briskly isn't just about his legs, it's his heart, lungs, and circulation, all working together to give him freedom and energy. People notice it, too, often saying, "I hope I can move like you when I reach your age." That admiration is well earned because few seniors keep this level of stamina. Physically, the ability to walk without constant rest reflects a rare combination of balance, endurance, and muscular strength. It signals that your joints are still functioning smoothly, your posture remains upright, and your energy reserves are strong enough to carry you through. It's not about speed or competition. It's about the confidence and independence that come from knowing you can get from place to place on your own terms. Walking briskly means you're less dependent on others, less worried about tiring out too soon, and more capable of enjoying life outside your front door. The psychological benefit is just as powerful. Being able to keep pace in the world around you strengthens your confidence, gives you a sense of freedom, and keeps you engaged in your community. You're not sitting back, watching life go by. You're actively participating in it. That is a gift not every senior has, and it sets you apart as someone who is aging with resilience. If you can still walk briskly without frequent breaks, you are carrying one of the strongest predictors of longevity. It shows that your body is resilient, your heart is steady, and your independence is intact. That one simple ability, often overlooked, may be one of the clearest signs that you are destined for many more years of active living. Sign 2. Remembering names, details, and conversations easily. Another powerful sign that sets you apart after 70 is the ability to remember things clearly. Whether it's names of neighbors, the details of a story you heard, or even small conversations you had last week, memory is one of the first areas people worry about as they age. And for good reason. Many seniors begin to forget simple things, lose track of where they placed objects, or struggle to recall familiar faces. If you still have the ability to recall with ease, it's a rare strength that shows your brain is staying sharp and engaged. Picture Helen, a woman of 81 who regularly attends her church gatherings. while many around her occasionally forget who shared which story or who had which health concern. Helen always remembers the details. She asks people about their grandchildren by name, recalls which book they mentioned last month, and even brings up small conversations that others had forgotten. People are touched because they feel seen and valued. What Helen may not realize is that this simple ability is more than just politeness. It's a sign of strong cognitive health that makes her stand out. The science behind memory is simple yet profound. A brain that can easily recall information reflects healthy neurons, strong connections, and ongoing mental activity. It shows that blood flow to the brain is still robust and that the pathways responsible for attention and recall remain intact. When you remember details, it also means your focus is strong enough in the first place to register them, which is another mark of sharp mental resilience. This ability also plays a huge role in maintaining independence. When you can manage your daily tasks without constantly writing everything down or asking others for reminders, you retain control over your life. You're able to handle medications, appointments, finances, and conversations with confidence. This freedom gives you dignity and keeps you from relying too heavily on others. Perhaps most importantly, memory creates connection. People feel closer to you when you remember their stories. It strengthens bonds with friends and family, keeps relationships alive, and adds depth to every interaction. That emotional connection is one of the reasons memory is so closely tied to longevity, not just the number of years, but the quality of them. If you're over 70 and still remember names, details, and conversations without effort, you are carrying a gift that few truly recognize. It means your brain is thriving, your social life is enriched, and your independence is preserved. This sign alone reveals that your journey toward a long, meaningful life is well on its way. Sign 3. Balancing on one leg with steady control. A rare but deeply revealing ability after 70 is your capacity to balance on one leg without wobbling or quickly losing stability. This may sound like a small test, but it actually reflects an intricate harmony of strength, coordination, and neurological health. Balance depends on the cooperation of your muscles, joints, inner ear, and brain working together. And if you can still do this with ease, it shows that your body is aging in a way that preserves its foundation. Consider Thomas, a 79-year-old who likes to challenge himself by standing on one leg while brushing his teeth in the morning. To him, it feels like a fun way to keep his body active. But what he may not realize is how rare it is. Many of his peers would struggle to hold the pose even for a few seconds, needing to lean against a counter or abandon the effort altogether. Yet Thomas stays steady, his core strong, his posture upright. That simple act speaks volumes about his resilience and lowers his risk of falling. One of the most serious dangers for older adults. From a medical perspective, being able to balance on one leg is tied directly to longevity. Studies have shown that poor balance is linked to a higher chance of falls, fractures, and even overall mortality. It's not just about standing tall, it's about preventing the accidents that often lead to a rapid decline in independence. If you can keep your body steady in this small test, you demonstrate a strength that protects you in countless daily situations, from stepping off a curb to reaching for something on a shelf. Balance also reveals the vitality of your nervous system. To stay upright, your brain has to quickly process signals from your eyes, ears, and muscles, then respond with immediate adjustments. If you're still able to do this well into your 70s or 80s, it means your neural pathways remain responsive and sharp. This is a strong predictor not only of physical health but of cognitive health. 2. The emotional impact of balance is just as powerful. When you trust your body to hold you steady, you move through life with confidence instead of fear. You feel capable of walking into new situations, traveling, or simply enjoying a stroll without worrying that each step might bring you down. This freedom is one of the most precious gifts in later life, and it allows you to continue living fully rather than cautiously shrinking your world. If you're over 70 and can still balance on one leg with confidence, you possess a rare marker of longevity. It's a sign that your muscles, mind, and coordination are working together at a level many your age can no longer achieve. That quiet strength may very well be one of the reasons you are on the path to reaching 100. Blank. Underscore, blank. I will continue translating the remaining parts of the text for you. Would you like me to proceed with this style? Or would you like any changes?